Hello everyone, I'm Chrissy Duffy and welcome back to MerMay. If any of you follow me on Twitch, you'll have definitely seen me working on these, as I have been working on these since around January, and I have honestly just completed them and it is now March for me. But yay, welcome to this year's MerMay. I had a lot of random shit happen to me this year, so I wasn't able to work a lot at the beginning of this year, so I'm very struggling financially, unfortunately. So we're not going to be able to do the donation with all of my avenues for May and June like I had originally planned, because I haven't been able to work a lot the past month and a half. But I have been able to just go ahead and make a shit ton of content for YouTube. So, thank you very much for your understanding. Without further ado, this year's MerMay theme is food. Specifically, this year we're doing fruits. The inspiration for this theme came from when, in October in 2021, I went with my then boyfriend, he is now my fiancé. We went on a road trip with his mom, sister, and her sister's kids, to North Carolina to go see a seafood festival. It's a very long drive from Georgia to North Carolina, and during that drive, I was bored and I realized, well, let me see how many emojis I have. And so I went to specifically the food section because I am obsessed with food, and I just made a random listed Word document of all of my food emojis. And my brain was like, how awesome would it be if I used these food emojis as a theme list? And so that's what I did. Most of the first ones were fruit, and because my YouTube schedule is 13 videos for May and about 13 videos average a month, so you are getting 13 food mermaids, one of which was going to be not a fruit. But my fiance was just like, it's so weird, everything else is a fruit. Because I was just going in order of, the emoji list. And my fiance was right, so I switched out that one kind of halfway through. A.k.a. when I was going to work on that food. But there will be more food mermaids. I'm not sure if I'm going to be making any more this year. But I will definitely be continuing the Food Mermaid series for my MerMay project for next year as well. But for this year, we have the 13 food mermaids. And this one is strawberry, as you could probably already tell. And this is the only one that does not have a PNG form of it. And while I did start working on it on this PC, my PC was having issues when I was working on it. So I actually had to redo all of this and work on it on my laptop, which was also kind of a struggle trying to get used to using my laptop, which I don't think I saved that footage for. So what you're seeing is the footage from the first version. And at the end, you're going to see the final version, which was made on my laptop, so they will essentially probably look similar, but slightly different. But yeah. But hopefully everyone's staying well, they're staying safe, they're staying healthy. It's 4 p.m. and on a Sunday for me. And my cat is sleeping. Also, let me tell you about Nova. Nova got into a fight with another cat outside. Because Nova. And he goes outside, and he got wounded, he got hurt. I think another animal, probably another cat, but we have seen a possum, and there are geese. They bit him around where his upper chest area is, and he's been looking at it, and it began looking really pussy and gross, and it freaked my fiance out. And so yeah, it is essentially, it was an abscess. It drained some. The doctor gave him an antibiotic. It was $100 we could not afford to spend on him because I haven't been working and my fiance has been struggling to keep all the bills up until my new job starts, so that's been a struggle. And so I have a week to get that money up to pay my dad back because I borrowed money that he was going to use to pay his taxes. So, yeah. And so we've got like about a week or two to do that. But Nova's doing fine, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, he'll be all nice and healthy. Right now, he's sleeping on top of his cat tree. He's actually been inside almost all day. He hasn't gone outside all day, which is weird. Because we came back from the doctor yesterday, he's like, I immediately want to go outside. But yeah. So that's been like a nice update on my life, because I know a lot of these videos, because I am so far ahead on the content making train, and I am still making content. And I'm going to be working on the Sonic content soon. So, yay. I'm actually feeling really tired. It's not y'all's fault. Like, it's mainly, like, depression's been kicking my ass. And I just haven't quite been feeling like me. But yeah. I have gone and I've made a... What is it? I made an official schedule for my Twitch streaming. So I'll be live on Twitch every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Monday, I believe, is a similar time. Let me look at it. I have the hiccups. But I remember Sunday was made for the evening. And then Monday will be at 3 p.m. So Sunday at 7 p.m. after I feed Nova dinner will be game time for me. And then on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing some art. So if you guys want to come around and see me do some art, feel free, because my new job that I'm supposed to be off Sunday and Monday, so I made those my stream days. But I hope you're all doing well, you're staying healthy, you're staying happy, normal stuff. But for the Strawberry Mermaid, because, like, my brain is getting distracted, I haven't recorded any, like, update videos, I've just been making, like, a lot of Let's Play videos and such. With the Strawberry Mermaid, I really wanted to push the boundaries, so I put, like, the strawberry seeds in her tail to be, like, a scale, to be, like, the scales. It's a thing, like, my fiance really liked, but it was also really tiring, so I didn't do that kind of texture on many of the other mermaids. And so, yeah. And this is one, like, that has one of those very complex backgrounds. I went more simpler with the backgrounds for the rest of the series, mainly to save time, because this one was done earlier, when I was still working, and I wasn't sure how much time I would have when I was working on this, and then I just did not have work, sadly. But I actually really, really like how it came out. But it's also, again, not my favorite. I do like strawberries. I don't eat them often. My main problem is, like, when you go and you get, like, a strawberry dessert, it's always in, like, this kind of, sugary syrup glaze that I don't necessarily like or care for. Like, it's alright. I just don't care for it. And forgive my rambling. Depression's been kicking my ass, so I'm trying to stay focused, especially right now, because I am editing, at the time of doing this, it's March 13th, and I have just finished the very last one the night before, so my goal right now is just to edit all these videos, start them rendering, and then go about my day, probably take, like, a mini break, and then I'm gonna start on my Sonic content, because that's a lot, and I actually am still editing what it is I want to do for it, so that's fun, I guess. And it probably doesn't help that this music in my ear is kind of distracting. Because I'm just like, it's so fucking quiet. And my brain cannot handle goddamn silence for 5 minutes. But when you put swing and jazz in my ear, my brain is like, I want to sing along with this. But I'm just like, no, don't sing along with that. And if you ever come to my Twitch streams, like, mainly, I'm there for company, but there's, like, never any company. But yeah. Also, with the eyes, I know it's like a heart-shaped. I realized while Googling images of the strawberries, when you cut them long ways, the center is kind of like this nice heart shape where it's really light and bright. So I tried to emulate that inside the eyes. I actually tried to do that with a lot of the food mermaids as like a subtle nod to the fruit itself. I'm not sure how well it came across. Some of them I didn't bother doing it, some of them I did. But yeah. But strawberry wise, I really kind of like strawberry cheesecake, but it's like not my favorite cheesecake. Strawberry is like the most, when I think of strawberries, I think of desserts, because like it's the most common fruit used for desserts that I actually like, next to raspberry. I actually do not like raspberry at all, but I will probably talk about that whenever I get to the raspberry mermaid, which is not this year's. I did not do a raspberry mermaid this year, though, so that'll probably be next year's. And my brain is faltering on where it's, I actually really like how, like, I did, like, a lot of details. Like, I went overly detailed on the leaves for her fin. Something my fiance brought up, so I don't know if I kept all those, like, little intricate details I put on the fin. I also really struggled with getting this wave, because I drew her on a beach. Like, I was going to North Carolina, and they were talking about how we were gonna see a beach, and I hadn't seen a beach since I went to Florida when I was little to visit, my mom's father. He was my grandfather. And he died when I was really little. Like, I think he passed when I was 8 or 9, and we visited him, like, the summer before. But I remember I was having trouble getting the water to kind of read water and look water. Like, it feels too dark, especially, like, what I'm looking on right here. And I honestly cannot remember what the final version looks like, because it's not saved to the hard drive, and I don't know where it's saved to. I know there's a version of it saved to the laptop, but I don't think I have a version saved on this computer at this moment, so I'm gonna have to go and add that later or move it to a Google Drive and all that. So, you know, complications. But I did do a lot of work with this one on PC, and I think the laptop one was originally just a practice of me doing it, and then it just became the final one, because Krita and my computer were just having so much issues, and what the issues was because of fucking Adobe. Adobe was fucking up my computer so goddamn bad. But I think I talked about that in a previous video that I had edited before this, because I don't know why my brain is just like, I'll work on like 4 different things at once, so I'll just hop around. So there's no telling when I start something. And so unless like for May and June, those are only 2 months where I'm strictly working on one thing once I start on it and I get closer to that deadline. So yeah. Because those are the 2 months that I actually sit and I'll plan out, and I'll plan them out months in advance. Like, Sonic June for this year was planned out last year. This was originally vaguely planned out in October, and then finalized around December was my list. And then it was just switched up a little bit along the way. So, unless it's for May and June, everything is like a little bit of hodgepodgey until I get to one spot. But I hope you guys have enjoyed like all the Let's Play content, art content's coming back with me reading some Reddit videos and stuff. And I hope you're all excited to see more of the food mermaids. And I'm actually really excited. I've gotten some positive feedback for them via TikTok since I posted them early. And here's our end card that I made. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful day, and yeah, drink some water or something. Stay hydrated. I need water.